They towed my mom's car while she was in the hospital. So I made the HOA pay for her medical bills legally. My mom has lived in her neighborhood for over 15 years. She's kind, quiet, and the type of neighbor who waves at everyone and bakes cookies for the block. But when she had surgery earlier this year, she spent almost a month recovering in the hospital. During that time, her car sat parked in front of her house, same place it had always been, perfectly legal, perfectly fine, or so we thought. One day, I went over to water her plants and grabbed the mail, and her car was gone. At first, I thought it had been stolen. Then I saw the bright orange paper taped to her front door, vehicle removed for extended non-use. A HOA policy violation. I couldn't believe it. They towed my mom's car while she was recovering from surgery. I called the HOA immediately. The president, a man named Greg with the personality of a parking ticket, said, "If a car hasn't moved for 72 hours, it's considered abandoned. We assumed it was unused." Unused? I said, "She's in the hospital." You knew that. She sent out a neighborhood update before her surgery. He just said, "Rules are rules. You can pick it up at the impound lot." So I drove across town, paid $600 to the towing company, and got her car back. I should have been focused on helping her recover. Instead, I was helping her fight her own HOA. That night, I went through every page of their bylaws. You know what I found? Nothing. Not a single rule about vehicles having to move every 72 hours. Greg made it up. But that wasn't even the best part. I also found our state has towing laws. They clearly said a homeowners association cannot remove a vehicle without written notice, a 7-day waiting period, and proof the vehicle was abandoned or obstructive, none of which applied. So I gathered everything, hospital records, the towing invoice, and that smug violation letter, and filed a formal complaint with the state attorney general's office and the Department of Consumer Affairs. A month later, an investigator came knocking on the HOA's door. Turns out, the towing company had been working directly under Greg's orders, and this wasn't their first illegal tow. The investigation found the HOA in violation of state law for unlawful towing and harassment of a recovering homeowner. They were fined $7,500. My mom got a full reimbursement for her towing costs plus $4,000 in damages. Greg resigned a week later, claiming personal reasons. When the settlement check came in, Mom just smiled and said, "I guess karma pays better than insurance." She used that money to finish her physical therapy and plant a small garden by her driveway, the same driveway where her car proudly sits now. And every time I visit, I look at that spot and think they tried to take advantage of someone vulnerable. But in the end, all they did was help her heal.